Today we reveal the remarkable story of Diego Méndez, a figure often overlooked in the annals of history. While the names of Columbus, Magellan, and other famous explorers echo throughout time, the story of Diego Méndez is equally fascinating. Diego Méndez was born between 1470 and 1475 AD in Castile in Spain. He participated as a ship's clerk in the fourth voyage of Christoph Columbus, which took place between 1502 and 1504. The voyage did not go well. The shipworm gradually disintegrated the very seaworthy ships that were used to sail across the open sea. In addition, strong storms and unpredictable seas continued to plague the crew and the ships. On another stormy day, the disaster finally struck, and the crew was shipwrecked off the coast of Jamaica. Columbus also fell ill and was rambling most of the time. Méndez and another sailor suggested rowing canoes across the open sea to Hispaniola for help. They planned to borrow the canoes from the local Taínos, who were well disposed towards them. On the first attempt, Méndez used only one canoe. He rowed and rowed, desperately trying to fight the current. But the sea was very stormy again that day, and he had to abandon his endeavor. But Méndez did not give up. On the second attempt, he used two canoes. Each of these canoes was manned by 6 Spaniards and 10 men from the native Taínos. But they had underestimated the distance. After only one day, the men ran out of water. After 4 days and no water or food, they reached the small island of Navassa. This island was located off Hispaniola. They had traveled 120 nautical miles across the open sea in these 4 days. But even on this small island, they had no luck. There was neither fresh water or anything to eat. And Hispaniola was still far away. The men were very exhausted. But they had no choice. They had to keep rowing if they did not want to starve. Over the next few days, they covered another 300 nautical miles. And finally, they reached the capital city of Santo Domingo. Of the 32 men in their canoes, only Diego Méndez and Bartolomé Fiesco survived. Fiesco was a sailor who had come up with the idea with Méndez. They hoped they could finally get help and rescue the other castaways. But the governor of the West Indies had no sympathy for Columbus and stopped all aid to the crew. Méndez was desperate, but there was nothing he could do. Several months after Méndez arrived on Hispaniola, a merchant ship appeared off the coast of Jamaica. The captain of the ship saw the castaways and recognized Columbus. But he had received clear instructions from the governor. He refused to help the castaways and explained that they knew of the crew's distress. However, the captain left some food behind. Again, several months passed. In 1504, Méndez was finally able to charter a small ship that was not under control of the governor. He rescued the crew and Columbus from distress. Méndez's loyalty to Columbus's family paid off. He was appointed secretary and purser by Christoph Columbus' son in 1509. He married, had 2 children, and made a career on Hispaniola. In 1522, he was appointed mayor of Hispaniola. Diego Méndez died in Spain in 1536. This was the story of the man who saved Christoph Columbus. His canoe trip across the sea is famous and brought him much fame and honor. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode.